Howdy kids, and welcome to another marked video of before and after settlements. And this is another one of those. I loved the building and I had to do something with it. I'm probably going to get attacked while I'm doing this, but let's see what happens. So this is this neat raider settlement. I saw this building. It must be the roofs, I don't know. But there's something that I saw this building and I was like, you it's everybody sing along. Man, that's such a cool place. If I could do something with it. So this is the Roadside Pines Motel, and it's, as you can see, it's a complete wreck. There's a swimming pool here, which, by the way, if you didn't know it, you can use a swimming pool to put water purifiers in, which is pretty neat. But it is absolutely a wreck. Excuse me. There is a boatload of scrapping that has to be done here. I mean, look at this place. It's a complete and utter wreck. And in this particular case, I actually did. I took this settlement on in 2 rounds. First, I was just using the mobile workshop mod, just because I wanted to clean it up. This is before I even knew about Conquest, and I came here and I went, I have to do something with this building because it's a wreck, but it has so much potential. The whole area. First of all, there's also water down here. Although what you come to find is that the workshop area does not extend down to the water. Kind of stinks, but I actually suppose that I could have set up the workshop, the Conquest workshop, closer to the water and gotten access to that water, but I don't need it because I had the swimming pool. But anyway, so this is what the building looks like on the inside. As you can tell, this is one of those areas where where there's like, hey, there's no walls until you go through here, and then poof, there's walls. It's actually kind of odd. I never noticed this before. You notice the paintings are up backwards? They put this painting facing I don't know. I don't understand. Anyway, so this is the before of the Roadside Motel. Like I said, as soon as I saw the architecture, I said, man, I have to do something with that. So I decided I was going to do something with that. So now I'll show you what I did with it. So this is the new and improved Roadside Pines Motel. I had to turn TCL off because I was getting attacked. And when an attack happens and you have TCL off, no weapons work on anything. Just like firing for an hour. So you'll notice it says Ferrani Outpost, and that's because the mod Conquest assigns a custom name to the location. Oh, I am not hiding. And so I chose to stick with that name for the neon on the front. So I put in a lounge here. As you can tell, I scrapped everything in this building. There's sleeping quarters here. There are sleeping quarters back here. I have shops out in front on both sides. I think there's 2 shops over here and 2 shops over there. I'll take you up on the roof in a minute. One of the things that I did not plan on, and this is something that I've learned from since, I did not plan on this settlement being as popular with NPCs as it became. I did a boatload of plants around the front just to pretty it up because it's a pretty bleak neighborhood. And as I said, I used the swimming pool for water purification, which is awesome. Put more scrapping stations here. There used to be just like old dilapidated picnic tables or, umbrella tables out here. I put a bunch of exercise equipment out here. At night, this place gets totally jammed up with NPCs using the equipment. Now, this is what I meant about sleeping area. If you look up here, I added sleeping area here, and then the place got overrun again, so I ended up adding more sleeping area here. And I'm going to end up having to add a 3rd level because they're... Or I can expand out here, but now here's the thing. Here's what I did with the roof. This is where I first started cleaning this place up, is I decided to just go over the whole roof. At first, I was just adding electric and stuff to the existing roof, and I went, you know what? Let me just build the whole place in. That's why like these power stanchions are below the concrete. Boatload of crops here. I think I don't know if I have crops on the other side. I have to look. There's something off there in the distance, but I'm not going to talk about it now. So that's pretty much my cleanup for this. It's not a big settlement, so there isn't a lot. You know, there's. I've said it in descriptions and in other videos. I tend not to, I don't overbuild. I don't go, hey, I'm just going to put in a 50-story apartment building here. I build out a settlement little by little as time goes by. When the need calls for it, then I go, okay, let me add another floor and add some more beds. Because sometimes you'll set up a settlement. I have existing settlements where it's like, there's like 28 NPCs there, and it never increases. I put more things in. I could put exercise gear, whatever, and it just doesn't grow. So I've tended to shy away from building big just for the sake of building big. But I suspect what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to put a stairwell up here and do a third level. Seeing as there's a bunch of people hanging out on the roof, I always love when they do that because there's no visible means of getting up there. So they just decided, poof, they were going to go up. Let's take a look and see what I want to see what the employment situation is here. By the way, if you don't use it, the population management system, it's flaky, but it can be helpful just to figure out where you are. In terms of your settlers, and I bet you there's going to be a bunch of unemployed. We'll see. 7. That's not horrible. And now watch. If I say give them jobs, oh, I can assign them to scavenging. That's good. Now, see, this is what I mean, though. If I assign all, which should send all 7 to scavenging, right? Watch. If I go to the vocational overview now and look, it'll say I still have 7 unemployed. Just does that. It's not great. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, it worked that time. Okay, well, so it made a liar out of me. But that's really helpful to get a handle on where your settlers are. And let's see what the situation is with the settlement. 61 settlers, 65 beds, plenty of water, plenty of food. So it's not bad. 75% happiness, which is not terrible. And if you came back here at night, it's like it's like a gym in here. The exercise equipment is totally overrun. It looks like a subway at rush hour. Anyway, that's the Roadside Pines Hotel. It's a short but sweet, but there isn't much to say about it. So I'm gonna call it quits for this one. If you like this, please give me. I know it's everybody says it, but if you give me a like or a subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. I do this just for fun. I'm not looking to make money, but I love sharing it with folks who love this stuff. So anyway, more as it occurs. Thanks for watching, and take good care of yourself.